Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, welcome to today's session. This is session number 5 of reasoning ability. Yesterday, we saw syllogism, right? Sorry, not syllogism, clocks and calendars. Today, we will be looking into logical connectives. We'll be looking at cubes and we'll be looking at rank based questions. If it's a prime number, that one I will tell you. Okay, so everybody settle down. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Roshan, what is the complaint? Yes, Aryan. Kumari, it won't satisfy for January and February. Having issue with opening my tab, called also, but no response. With the issue, Dipshika, not able to open tab. ठीक है, I'll ask the people concerned person to give you a call. So everybody got the notification, right? Yesterday, people who joined late, everyone is here. Okay, Srilata. I'll forward your message as well. Why, Roshan? Why do you think so? Okay, so yesterday we saw this formula, no? For in order to calculate, in order to find out the day of a given date, right? That was given as f is equal to k plus 13m minus 1 whole divided by 5 plus d by 4 plus c by 4 minus 2c. Do you guys remember this formula? Okay. This is applicable to all cases. If you are looking for January and February of a prime number, or sorry, of a leap year, then the formula is f is equal to k plus 13m minus 1 whole divided by 5 plus d by 4 plus c by 4 minus 2c plus 1. Okay, so this is the formula in that case, and this is for any other dates. Clear? So this is the change you have to do for January and February of a leap year. So yesterday we were looking at 7th of February 2024. There was a mismatch of 2. Same will happen for the month of January 2024 or actually any leap year. Please use the second formula. It's not going to be C, it's going to be 2 times of C plus 1. Okay? So quickly tell me the answers. What is the answer for this? Dipshika, I will mail the people. You're not able to open the tab, no? I'll mail it. Friday, okay. Ankush, same thing. Same thing. What I have written and what you have read on Google, it's the same thing. B is the answer. Problem number 6. Answer for this. C. Okay. Problem number 9. 7th October 2022. Yeah, good evening, Megha. We did this. Friday, na? Okay, problem number 11. Ashit, leave it. 2011. Okay. Problem number 12. Okay, we did this. 1950 will be 11 years later, 1961. I just copied all of that. 1947. 1958. C. Problem number 14. If 13 July of a year is a Sunday, then how many Fridays will be there in this month? Utkarsh, date is July. This is Monday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It says 13th is Sunday. If 13th is Sunday, then 12th will be Saturday, 11th will be Friday, 10th will be Thursday, 9th will be Wednesday, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So write down the month calendar. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So how many Fridays will be there? So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have 4 Fridays, right? Or what you can do is, if 13th July is a Sunday, if I go back 2 days, can I also say that 11th was a Friday? Because we are looking at Friday. If 11th is a Friday, then 7 days later, 18th will also be a Friday. 7 days later, 25th will also be a Friday. 7 days before this, that is 4th, will also be a Friday. You cannot go further because either you will cross 31 days or you will cross one first of a month. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days in the month. In this particular month, you will be having Fridays. 4 days. Right? So this is the shortcut. Otherwise, you are not confident, then write down the month. How much time will it take? 30 seconds, 40 seconds? Uh, Ankush, same thing that we did. The very first question we did yesterday was, if a particular date is given and you want to move further, you count the month wise, how many odd days are there, add all of that. Use that method. Same logic, answer for this. 5. Somehow I started from behind, no? 13th, 12th. I went backwards. There are only 7 days in a week. So first turns out to be Tuesday. I did not, it's not given in the question. I started with 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, and so on. I went up to first. I wrote down everything. Right. Okay. This one. D. Next one. Sharmila, any number divided by 7, remainder is called odd days. Answer for this. A. This one. C. Next one. D. Next. B. Next question, what is the angle between the hands at 10:30? 135 degrees. Answer for this one. I think we did this, no? B tha. This one. Obviously, A and C can't be your answer. No, we did not solve this. I asked you guys to solve it because it was very calculative. I told you how to use the formula. B. उत्कर्ष वैल्यू पुट करके सॉल्व करना है बेटा. वैल्यू पुट करके सॉल्व कर लो. Next one. Problem number 5. 66 minutes. Calculation mistake हुआ होगा. Please verify. Answer for this. (24 into 60 upon 66). 65 5 by 11 minus 66. So 24 into 10 upon 11. And this is going to be minus 6 by 11. So this is going to be 61440 upon 121. I will explain this question. I'll come back to this question. Okay. I'll come back to that question. CSAT 2023, 10 to the power 10. Next one. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. But you don't need this formula for this. No one. Okay, 7 a.m. Tuesday, and we have got 7 p.m. Friday. How many hours is this? 7 a.m. Tuesday to 7 p.m. Friday. (84 hours). This is 3.5 days. 84 hours. At 7 a.m. Tuesday, it was 5 minutes slow. Slow means minus. And at 7 p.m., the clock was 7 minutes fast. So this is plus. So divide 84 in the ratio 5:7. Divide 84 in the ratio 5:7. Right? So this is going to be 35 and 49. Right? 35 hours represent 5, 49 hours represent 7. So from here, you calculate 35 hours. Or you can calculate 49 hours from here. Either of this will work. If I calculate 35 hours from 7 a.m. Tuesday, 35 hours is 24 hours. That will be 7 a.m. Wednesday plus 11 hours, which is going to be 6 p.m. Wednesday. So this will become your answer. This is the time when the clock is going to show the correct time. Pile ratio. If you want to divide 84 in the ratio 5:7, this will be 5 by 5 plus 7 of 84. If you solve this, this will become 35. And this 7 can be written as 7 by 5 plus 7 of 84. If you solve this, this will become 49. That's how I got it. Seven a.m. Tuesday plus 24 hours will be 7 a.m. Wednesday plus 11 hours will be 6 p.m. Wednesday only. 24 hours plus 11 hours is 35 hours. So I cannot calculate directly 35. So I divided into 24 hours, that is next day, same time, and then another 11 hours from there. Clear? So we have got 8 p.m. Thursday and question में कुछ missing है. It was noticed to be 7 minutes slow on the subsequent Monday. What time on Monday? So timing is missing. So there is some problem in the question. The problem has some problem. Yes, Megha. Okay, so let's discuss. Utkarsh can't assume, no? Should have mentioned same time. Okay, so you guys had doubt here. This question. Okay, a lot of you are going to face difficulty because division is not your forte. Okay, you guys have forgotten how to divide. Well, I really can't help you with that because you will have to practice a lot in order to get back to that thing, right? For example, like it's really difficult to teach math addition at this stage. Okay, if there is going to be long additions, there may be some shortcut or some common sense that can be applied, but same thing, division, some specific scenario, it will make sense. So what happens is, if I take 10 and divide it by 7, what is the remainder? 3. If I square here, I have to square in the remainder also. This is the rule of remainders. If you multiply, add, subtract, give a power to your numerator, which is known as dividend, the exact same calculation you have to do on the remainders. You can't touch the denominator. Denominator will remain 7 or whatever number that is. So can I say that this is nothing but 9? 3 square is 9, no? Okay. But 9 is more than 7. Again, divide 9 by 7. How much will you get? 2. Okay. So can I write 10 to the power 10 divided by 7? 10 to the power 10 will be huge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 10 square into 10 square into 10 square into 10 square into 10 square whole divided by 7. Now, if I do this calculation, what is the remainder I will get? No, Sneha. We have already solved, no? 10 square divided by 7 gives you remainder 2. Okay. Next, if I divide the next one, what remainder will I get? Can I say I'll keep on getting same remainder 5 times? So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, how much is that? 5 times is what you have to do. Remainder will be 32. But 32 is more than 7. So divide it again. How much will you get? 4. So can I say this means we have 4 odd days? So if you start from Sunday, which day will it be fourth day from here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's why Thursday is your answer. Got it? So in order to solve this, obviously you should know this particular thing. And the second thing is whatever calculation you are supposed you have to do on the in the numerator, exactly same calculation you will have to do with the remainders. पूजा बहुत लेंदी होगा. This is seaside. They will not give you so much. चेतन 10 to the power 10 की वैल्यू पता है? Are you comfortable dividing this number by 7? It will be lengthy, right? It's not that it's not divisible. It's divisible, but let's not use it. Sorry, Pinky can't. Pavitra, I did not write 10. I wrote 10 square. 10 to the power 10 is 10 square 5 times. We also add in remainder 32 to the power 10. 32? क्या बात कर रहे हो? What are you guys talking about? Where do we get again power 10 from 32? Yeah, 10 to the power 4 is 10 to the power 2 plus 2. किसी को doubt है? Anyone, any doubt? Mega wrong. Can I write this as 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power 2? Anyone, any doubt? So what is the problem when I changed it like this? 10 to the power 10 means this 10 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Each 2, if you want to remove from addition, you will have the same base and the power will go. Mega 100 divided by 7, remainder is 2, not 4. So division galat kiya. Okay. Madhuri, watch this session. 10 divided by 7, what is the remainder, Kumari? So if you square here, you will square here also, no? Any doubt in this? भी मेरे आप वो कर लो उसे बहुत टाइम जाएगा आई नो बिफोर हैंड आई हैव टू डिवाइड 9 times. I'm not comfortable so much of division 9 times. Diksharaj, please refresh. Everybody can see me, everybody can hear me. Okay, so we are done with that. So let's start with our ranking test and then we will do cubes and cuboids. Let's try to finish this before 6:30 because logical connectives and puzzles will take, the next 1.5 hours at least. Arey yaar. Why do you guys join late? Now everybody's getting notification. And don't tell me you don't have 5G and something. This software runs on 2G. 2G is not used in India even. 2G and 3G are obsolete now. So session was still available, right, Pooja? Okay, order and ranking. In a row of 40 people, Manoj is ranked 14th from the left end. Then what will be his rank from the right end? Very basic question. Yes. Ha, Ritika, that was the problem until yesterday. I've got it rectified. Everybody's present. Nobody's missing the class. Pavitra, there's no concept as such required. It's a very common sense question. There is no concept, as in, if you're standing in a queue and if you're second from beginning, and there are certain number of people in the queue, what will be your position from the end? There is no concept as such. Yeah, Chetna. Yes, Lakshya, of course you can. Wow. Looks like I will have to discuss the concept. Suppose there are 5 people standing in a queue, everyone is facing left. And this is the guy we are focusing on. What is his position from the left? Third. What is his position from the right? Third. 3 plus 3, 6. But there are 5 people only. ऐसे कैसे? How did this happen? There are only 5 people, but if I count the positions from two different ends, I don't get 5 as the answer. I get one more as the answer. The reason behind this is when you're counting a particular person's position, it is counted from one side, it is also counted from the other side, it is counted twice. So, in order to understand this better, please use this logic. I'm not going to give you any formula because that formula will fail in at a little difficult level question. Not fail, it will be confusing. Formula will not fail. So, suppose if there are, let's say, 7 people, and if I'm talking about this guy, what is his position from the left? Fifth. Take a pause. Don't rush. Answer nahi chahiye mere ko. When I say this person is fifth from the left, can I say there are 4 people ahead of him? That's why his position is fifth. Okay. What will be his position from the rear? Third. So when I say his position from the rear is third, can I say there are 2 people behind him? That's why his position is third. So how many people? 4 people are before him, 2 people are behind him, 4 plus 2, 6, and that person himself. Can I say there are 7 people? Okay. Now, let's look at this particular question. There are 40 people. Okay, so there are lot many people, and then we have got Manoj, and then we have got lot many people. As per the question, Manoj ranks 14th from the left end. If he ranks 14th from the left end, how many people are to the left of him? 13. Okay. And If there are 40 people and Manoj is one of those guys, so 13 plus 1, 14. How many people will be here such that there are total 40 people? 26. If there are 26 people to his right, then what will be his position from the right hand side? 27th. Clear? My bad. I assumed you guys understood the English part here. Try this. Jamia, we are doing rank based questions. Sorry, use poll. Twelfth from top, so that means there are 11 people above him. 15th from bottom, that would mean there are 14 people below him, and Ramesh himself is one guy. So 11 plus 1 plus 14, this is going to be 26. This is he himself, right? B. Next. Good evening, everyone. So there are certain number of people, then we have A, then we have certain number of people, we have B, and then we have certain number of people below him. Now, B's position is 27th from bottom. How many people are there below B? 26. And B is himself one guy, 27. Then A is 10 ranks ahead of him, plus 10 ranks. If A is 10 ranks ahead of B, then how many people are there? A second. How many people are there between A and B? 9. And then A is one guy. How many people so far? 37. If there are a total of 50 people, then what will be the number of people ahead of A? 37 includes A, okay? A is included. So how many people above him? 13. If there are 13 people ahead of him, what will be the position of A from the beginning? 14th. Okay, let's try this one. Sorry, problem number 4. No, Sharmila. When it is given that A was 10 ranks ahead of B, that means including B, there were 10 people behind A. That means number of people between A and B were 9 and not 10. Okay. हाँ Somo, of course. Okay, you're talking about the previous question. Okay. No, Somo. What you have done is inherently the same thing that we did. I'm not telling you the formula or any shortcut of minus, when to subtract, when to add, when to subtract one, when to add one. I'm not telling you this. Reason being, uh, sometimes they tell you that A is 10th from the left, and sometimes the language is such that there are 10 people to the left of A. They both are two different things. So, anyways, you have to read or comprehend the question very carefully. So the formula will not work. So you'll have to read the question, change it to the standard question so that you can use the formula, right? So a lot of you are wrong here. There are, first of all, 30 students in a class. Suppose Ravi is here, who is the 10th guy from this end, and Kavi is here, who is the 25th guy from the other end. Don't you think we have more than 30 people? 10 plus 25 is 35. ज़्यादा हो गया, right? So this tells us that Ravi is actually to the right of Kavi. So this is where Ravi is and this is where Kavi is. So this is where Ravi is, this is where Kavi is. Kuch aisa. Now Ravi's position from here is 10th. So how many people other side? Ravi's position is 10th. So Ravi is included here. So Ravi ke right mein how many people? 20 people. Okay. Now Kavi's position from here is 25th. So how many people to the left of Kavi? 5. So here, can I say there are 5 people here and there are 20 people here? 25 plus 1 plus 1. 27 people right now. How many people are there between them? 3. Right? Out of 30 people, 27 people are already here. Pavitra, you will count Kavi and Ravi's position. No, between it says. Between. You are sitting here, your friend is sitting there. Between you two, who is there? In between, you will not count yourself. No, between me and my friend, I am also sitting. You are sitting between you and your friend. It's not possible. No. Between means beach mein. No, you can't count Ravi and Kavi. Right? Between means that. So this is A, this is B. How many people are there between A and B? Each dot represents one person. Between A and B. Between A and B means here 3. Same thing. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1 plus 20. This will give you a total of 27 people. 27 people are there out of a total of 30 people. So 3 people should have been here. Then only there will be a count of 30 people, isn't it? In this way, can we say Kavi is 6 from the left and Ravi is 10 from the left side? So it's 3. हाँ अंकुश, आप वो भी कह सकते हो. There are a lot of ways of solving each of the questions. This question, previous questions. I'm always using the same logic. I'm excluding the people and then checking out how many people are there left over on the other side. And then I'm counting them. So that when the question becomes difficult, you will not have to deal with some formula. No, Mega, you shouldn't add Kavi, no? Between samajhte ho. Do you know, understand? Do you understand the meaning of the word between? Between. So if there is between, why will anybody include Ravi and Kavi when they are asking you between Ravi and Kavi? Nahin, na? Madhuri, no shortcut. Shortcut for one question, the very next question, it won't work. If you have done last 4 questions, there are 4 different shortcuts. So don't get into that. Shubham, I will explain that again. I'll go back. I'll explain. Try the next question. Oh, I should have given the poll. So there are 85 reasoning books in a public library. It says the verbal reasoning book is 39th from the left. And the non-verbal reasoning book is 32nd from the right. So how many books are between them? Well, if it is 39th, so there are 39 books here. Or you can say there are 38 books to the left of verbal reasoning, then you have one book at verbal reasoning. Non-verbal reasoning is one. To the right of non-verbal reasoning, you will have 31. Or you can simply take 39 and 32. What shall I put here so that the sum of these 5 numbers will add to give you 85? Kya rakhe? Because that's exactly what we will have between non-verbal and verbal. 14. So B becomes your answer. Next one. Good. So in a row of girls, Kame is fifth from the left. And Purvi is sixth from the right. How many people between them? It's not given. When they exchange their positions, okay? So instead of exchanging their positions, exchange their names. Okay, everyone? When you come across such a question, this is how you can make it easy to understand as well as solve. Instead of exchanging their positions, in the question, you exchange their names. Exchange their names means subsequently, instead of Kame, consider this to be Purvi, and instead of Purvi, consider this to be Kame. Now, Purvi becomes 13th from the left. Ab batao, now you tell me, what will be Kame's position from the right? If you look at Purvi, it is 13 plus 6. If I look at Kame, it is going to be 5 plus x. They should be same because we are talking about the same queue, same row of people. If you solve this, you will get x is equal to 14. Okay. Next, set best. In a row of some people, A is ranked 10th from the left, B is ranked 15th from the right end. If A and B interchange their position, then A is ranked from the left end becomes 35, and then answer all the three. So once you are done answering all the three, please write in the chat done. Then I will solve it. Then you guys can verify because there are three questions simultaneously. I won't be able to give you polls. Ramya, it is given no. Purvi becomes 13th from the left and Purvi is 6th from the right. It's given in the question. I did not assume anything. I only interchanged. I ignored the sentence exchange and I exchanged the names. Not the previous names given, but whatever after that exchange the names were given. No, read it carefully, Ramya. It is given for Purvi. No, Purvi is, it is given. For Purvi, it is given both. For Kama, it is given only one. The other one you have to find out, right? Hey, Vasundhara. That is first question number 7 as in. Only 2 people are done. 3 people. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You guys have to write done. Don't have to write the answers. Chalo, crossed 50. So we have certain number of people in a row. It is given that A is ranked 10th from the left. and B is ranked 15th from the right. So A is ranked 10th from the left and B is ranked 15th from the right. Okay, so can we say that there are 9 people to the left of A and A himself? Then we have got uh, 14 people to the right of B and B himself, right? Okay. Now the next part, I will ignore this statement. I will simply change this. B's rank from the left. B's rank from the left is 35th. If I say B's rank from the left is 35th, can I say there are 34 people to the left of B? So if you look closely, this is B. There are 34 people to the left of B. There are 14 people to the right of B. I will not take A because I don't know how many people are to the right of A. But for B, I know either side. So I'll look at this. So how many people are there in the queue, in the row? 34 plus 1 plus 14, 49. Okay. What is B's rank from the right end? B's rank as in now we are talking about A. Remember we interchanged. So B's rank from the A right end is another way of asking what is A's rank from the right end. So can I say if there are total of 49 people, out of which 10 people are here, so this should be 39. 39 people to the right of A and A himself, so his position from the right will become 40. Next part is how many people are there between A and B. If there are total of 49 people, out of which up to A there are 10 people from left, and up to B if there are 15 people. So out of 49, 25 are here. So 24 will be between them. 10 plus 15 plus 24. Roshan, instead of interchanging the positions, I am saying I will change their names. क्या दिक्कत है? It won't matter, no? Question number 8. Remember, we cancelled out this statement. We are like, we will not read this. Instead of that, we will change the name of the people. So instead of A, write B. Instead of B, write A. So in the question, when it is asking us what is B's rank from the right end, it's not asking us B's rank. It's actually asking us A's rank. So A's rank from the right end, right? So if there are a total of 49 people in the queue, which we have already solved in question number 7, no, that's not something which we don't know. There are 49 people in the row. If 49 people are in the row and up to A, there are 10 people. So that means there are 39 people to his right. And if you are standing and there are 39 people to your right, then from right side, if you count, you will be the 40th person. That's why the answer is 40. Clear? Next, this one. पूजा already explained twice. एक बार फिर से आप वीडियो देख लेना. ठीक है. Okay, good. Before I start answering this question, suppose in your UPSC exam, you get this question: when was the Battle of Panipat fought? Okay. So, what are you guys going to answer? First battle. थोड़ा precise हो जाते हैं because I believe 3 battles were fought. 1526. Right? Okay. Are you also going to write down the names of every person who was killed? Pakka? You are only going to answer the part that is asked. You're not going to answer something which was not asked. Why, why to waste so much time in answering things that are not asked? Did you have breakfast? Yes, no. Why do you have to tell people that what did you have for breakfast, at what time did you have, with whom you had, where did you have it? क्यों बताना है भाई? Question asked was, did you have breakfast? Yes, I had breakfast. Khatam. Over explanation thing, makes things very, very difficult. You should never do over explanation. You guys will understand what I am trying to imply here. Consider the two statements and this question. Statement 1 says Priya is 4 ranks below Seema and is 31st from the bottom. And the question says that what is the Seema's rank from the top in the class of 40 students? We need Seema's rank from the top in a class of 40 students. So first thing is there are 40 students and we are dealing with statement 1. It says Priya is 31st from the bottom. First of all, And then it says Priya is 4 ranks below Seema. Is it fine, everyone? Okay, we know total number of people, so we know to what height we will go. Will we be able to find out what is Priya's position from the top? Yes or no? Don't tell me, sir, this is the rank. Who's asking you to calculate? Is there an option which says 7th rank, 6th rank, 10th rank, 5th rank? कोई पूछ तो नहीं रहा ना? If it is not asking, why are you solving it? Will you be able to answer or not? Yes? Khatam. What is the rank of Priya? What is the rank of Seema? I don't care. I will be able to figure out the rank of Priya, which means I will be able to figure out the rank of Seema. आएगा आंसर हो जाएगा. We have solved like 5-6 questions already of this type. So statement 1 will help you solve this question. So B is not your answer and D is not your answer. Now, statement 2. Statement 2 says, this is statement 2 using 40 is already there. It's the main part of the question, right? Ina is 2 ranks above Seema and 37th from the bottom. So if we look at Ina is 37th from the bottom and she is 2 ranks above Seema. So this is plus 2 ranks of Seema. So if I look at this, whatever I have drawn, these arrows and how many ranks ahead, behind, left, top from bottom. Can we figure out Ina's rank from top? Agar zarurat pada to. I'm not solving it, but I'm simply looking at it. I'm like, do we have enough, information to figure out Ina, not Seema, Ina's rank from top? Yes. If I can figure out Ina's rank from top, I will be able to figure out Seema's rank from top because there is a relation given already. How to solve it? I don't care because I don't need the answer. So from second also I will get my answer. So A also goes away. So from statement 1 alone also we will be able to solve it and statement 2 alone also will be able to solve it. What is Seema's rank in each case? Don't care. Okay, so when you get questions like these questions are called data sufficiency based questions. So when you have DS, data sufficiency, abbreviation being DS, so when you come across DS questions, don't attempt to solve it. But think or try to figure out the future that will you be able to solve it or not as per whatever information or the amount of information given. बस यही जानना होता है. ठीक है? That's why you guys took so much time. And some of you were not even able to get to the answer. And if I ask you what is the rank of Seema, I'll get different answers. Even though you are correct, C option is correct, पर आपका आंसर ही गलत आया होगा. Okay, next. Thankfully, they did not ask you something else. Okay, there are 4 people between A and B and 7 people between B and C. So what I can do is I can write A, B, C. There are 4 people between A and B, and there are 7 people between B and C. Right? This is a possibility. There are 11 people ahead of C. Is this possible that there are 11 people ahead of C? Nahin, na? How many people are ahead of C now? I'm assuming that everybody is looking towards the left. 7, 8, plus 4, 12, plus 13 people. So this is not this sequence, right? What is the other thing that we can do? We can take B, A, and C, something like this. So there are 4 people between A and B. There are 7 people between B and C, right? So 4 people between this. Is it a possibility now that we have 11 people ahead of C, assuming everybody is facing towards the left? We can. So if there are 7 people between B and C, so this is 8. How many people to the left of B? 3. Because 1 is already at B. I mean, B is already one of the guys. 7 plus 1 plus 3. 10 people to the left of C. Okay. Then it says there are 13 people behind A. So how many people are there between A and C, where A is himself one guy? 4 plus 1, 5. It says 7 overall. So this should be 2. C himself is 1. So how many people behind A we need? We need 13 people. Out of these 13 people, 2 plus 1, 3 people are already here. So how many more people to the right of C? 10. Okay. Let's count how many people. So this is a possibility. Now let's count how many people are there. We have 3 people. Then we have B, that is the next guy, right? Then we have 4 people. Then we have A. This is one more guy. Then between A and C, we have 2 people. Then we have C. C is also one more guy. And then we have 10 people. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 1, 12. 12 plus 10, 22. 22 is there in the option, and this is the smallest number. So we don't have to improvise further. We don't have to check further cases. It will be a wastage of time. Minimum number कौन सा option में 22, and we are able to get 22, right? If somebody is getting 38, 38 is a possibility, but that's not the least number of people, because we got 22 as the answer. Okay, so it's not that 38 people cannot be there here, cannot be there. It's just that 38 is not the least number of people you will have. Okay, cubes and cuboids. Straightforward question. So if you look at a cube, what are these called? Sometimes you get hurt by these parts of a table or bed, right? We say no, oh, I got hurt by the corner of the bed, corner of the table. So it's called corner. Or vertex. The line joining the two corners, what are these lines called? Along which you can put a piece of paper and fold, or you some tailors, they use these as measuring instrument or measuring tape. What are these called? These are called edges. Edge. And these square shaped flat pieces, these are called face. If you guys are going to use any other language, any other word, for example, sir, usko bolte plane, it's wrong. If somebody says, sir, this is not an edge, this is called a side, you are wrong. Those are not called sides, these are not called planes. They have got very specific names, corners or vertices, edges and faces. Don't use an English word of your own choice, right? It will be wrong because that English word doesn't mean this. How many corners or how many vertices do we have? So if I happen to draw the edges that are not visible, okay, this is something that was not visible. So consider this cube to be made up of transparent or, transparent plastic or transparent glass. So what you will find is there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners on top, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 corners at the bottom. So number of vertices or corners, there are going to be 8. Next, how many edges do we have? So if you look at the edges, on the top you have this particular face which will have 4 edges. Then you will have 4 at the bottom. 4 plus 4, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have 12 edges. How many faces do we have? So this particular face is front. If you guys can visualize, we will have one face which is not visible, which is rear. You will have this particular face which is on the right hand side. You will have one particular face which is on the top. You will have one face which you can't see, which is lying down, which is going to be bottom. And then it's this sixth face that again, which is not visible. This is your left. You can consider this to be the die of Ludo, which is used to play Ludo. It has got 6 faces. Remember, 1 to 6 is written. Okay, so it has got 6 faces. There is a simple formula, okay, that if you count the number of faces and vertices and add them, this will always be 2 more than the number of edges. In case if you forget any one of these 3, you can use it. Okay, not much helpful, but okay, one particular formula. Any doubt? If you are going to ask any question in the doubt from now onwards, and if by mistakes you write down, sir, this particular cube or this question has got 6 sides or 8 sides colored or 2 sides colored, I will ignore your doubt. So you have to be very, very, correct when you are terming the exact, dimensional attribute here, whether we are talking about corner part or the edge or the face. Clear? So let's visualize how do we chop things. So consider this to be, you guys must have seen white thermocol, right? When you buy electronics or heavy equipment, it is, or an electronics equipment, it is, properly placed within set of thermocol. So consider this to be a thermocol cube. These dotted lines, they denote we are slicing, we are cutting it. If I cut it vertically, right, it will convert into two pieces. It will flip, sorry, not flip, it will turn into two equal halves, right? So this is vertical cut. Okay. If I take the same thermocol and if I cut it horizontally, so I will have one cuboid on the top or one brick on the top, another brick at the bottom. If I take the same cube and if I cut it sideways, you will have one particular brick in the front, one particular brick at the back in the rear. Are you guys able to visualize this? Okay. So if I have a cube and if I happen to make one cut, how many pieces do you get? Right? Okay. If I have a cube and if I make two cuts along the same dimension, how many pieces do you get? One, two, three. Three pieces, no? Four किससे count कर रहे हो? So if you pay attention here, you will see that there is a pattern. If I make n cuts, how many pieces will I get? एक ज़्यादा. Or vice versa. If I need n plus 1 pieces, I will have to make n cuts along the same dimension. ऐसा नहीं one horizontal, one vertical, one sideways. No, 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 no. All the cuts are either horizontal, all the cuts are either vertical, or all the cuts are either sideways. Got it? Okay. Suppose this is a cube, okay? And these dotted lines again denote the cuts we are making. So if I make a cut along this, and if I take this portion out, and obviously I'm not just making that cut, ye sare cuts hain. I'm using a knife and I'm cutting all of these. So can I say this is the kind of shape that will come outside? There will be how many small cubes that will come out? 9. Right? Okay. If I do the similar thing behind it also thoroughly, okay. So can I say this one represents the first one, this one represents the middle one, and this one represents the rear one? How many small cubes will you get? 9 in the front, 9 in between, in the middle, and 9 at the back, and same copies of each other, right? Images, mirror images. So 9 plus 9 plus 9, that is going to give you 27 small cubes. Is it clear? Okay. Upwards, if I cut it along this, I will be getting 9 cubes and all will be orange in color. If I do the same thing for middle one, I will get 9 white colored cubes. If I do the same thing for the bottom, I'll be getting 9 green colored cubes. If I do the same thing and instead of stacking front, middle and rear, what if I stack it top, middle and bottom? Can I say I will have orange colored small cubes, then come all white in color and then all green in color? Still 27? Anyone any doubt how a cube, if I explode, if I look at its exploded image, this is how it will look like, small cubes, total 27. Okay. If I number the cubes as, if I number the cubes as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Can you guys tell me which ones are the corner cubes? Can you write down the numbers? How many corner cubes are you going to expect here? 8, no? There are 8 corners. So 1 is at the corner, then you have got 3, then you have got 7, then you have got 9. After that, 1, 3, 7 and 9. After that, 19, 21, 25 and 27. Is it clear? Say this is 1, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 7, 8, 9. This is 9. This is 6. This is 3. This is what 3, 6, 9 is. I hope you are able to see that the small cubes, how I am moving it when it is in the exploded view. This number is going to be 16, 17, 18, 17, 18. This is your 18. This is your 15. So this becomes your 15 number. This is your 12 number. So this is your 12. The bottom one, this one is 15. Sorry, not 15, 25. This one is 25, 26 and 27. So this one is 25, 26 and 27. This one is also the same cube, 27. This one is 24. This one is 21. This will be 24. This will be 21. Right? Now, how many cubes do we have on the edges in this example? मेघा आप बहुत ना वो स्पेसिफिक हो जाते हो. आपने यहां पर देखा था मैंने क्या लिखा था? व्हाट डिड आई राइट? मेगा, हाउ मेनी क्यूब्स आर हियर? राइट डाउन द नंबर्स, एज वाले. I will be a little more specific, edge and not corner. If I take this particular, the one that I have shaded, if I take these three cubes outside, can I say that it will look like a chocolate, or it may look like a bar, Kit Kat ka bar, something like that, or it may look like a wooden piece? Can I say it will give us an edge? In this age, you're not allowed to take corner. So which cube is on this edge but not at the corners? कौन सा नंबर है वो? 8, right? This one. Similarly, tell me other edges also, please. So you will have 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13, 15, 17, 20. Sorry, 13 and 11, 13, 17, 15 nahi. Sorry. It is going to be 10, 12, 18 and 16. 10, 12, 11 nahi tha na. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18. Here you will have these fours, which are going to be 20, 22, 24, and 26. So you'll find a total of 12 edge cubes. Here you will have 8 corner cubes. Lakshya, look at this particular cube portion, this edge. If I take that out, can I say it will be same as taking this out from behind? Same thing, but from behind. What is the edge number here? Middle one, no. So same thing, what number will you find in the rear one? 12. 18 ka image. This 18 is the along the edge. So similarly, what number will you have there on the edge? 12. If you are going to have 16 here, same logic. 16 is on the edge, no? Right? So similarly, 10 is hidden there. The way 16, 12, 18, it looks like the corner ones, but those will become the edges values. Right? In this one is the edge. In the front one, front as in this part, this is the edge, right? Okay, what about faces? So when I say faces, I'm saying faces and not edges. So 5 is here. 5 is in the middle. It's not at the boundary. I shouldn't use the word boundary, but I think you will get it better. 5 is in middle. It's not along the boundary. It's not along the edge, right? So you will have 5 there. Similarly, this is 17. Similarly, you will have 15, right? So the ones that are going to be along the faces, this is how you will find. You will have 5, and then you will have 13, 11, 17, 15. And then you will have this one, 23, 6. I have numbered them so that you can identify. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult to communicate, right? How many faces are there? Everyone. How many faces does this cube exist? Ye wala. Faces. How many faces? 6 faces. On the top face, on the top, on this one, which is the cube which is on the face and not on the edges? So can I say on one face I got one number, then on 6 faces I'm supposed to get 6 numbers? And those 6 numbers are 5, 15, 17, 11, 13 and 23. मिल गए 6. Which is the cube which is untouched? Which number is untouched? $14. Let's call this core. Core means central. That particular cube is not a part of any of the corners. It's not a part of any of the edges. It's not a part of any of the faces. Every other number is a part of one or the other. That 14 is at the center. Chacha 2 is already along the edge. Okay. Now, how to find out maximum and minimum pieces? Okay. So before I go here, I'll tell you the shortcut already. If you have a cube, and if I tell you that I have made n cuts, n ki jagah, let's take, give me any random 2-digit number, even 2-digit number. Chalo, I'll take 12. Okay, I'm taking example. So if I have 12 cuts, if I am allowed to make 12 slices, kaise bhi, horizontal, vertical, sideways, completely my choice. So minimum number of pieces that you will get is going to be 12 plus 1, that is 13 pieces. The maximum number of pieces that you will be able to make is, you will have to divide or break down 12 as product of three numbers that are closest to each other. 12 को as a product of three numbers that are closest to each other. Which three numbers when multiplied gives you 12 and they are closest? 2 into 2 into 3. So the maximum number of pieces will be 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 1. So this is 3 into 3 into 4. 36 pieces. So I'll give you now one question. Solve this. Maximum number of identical pieces, a cube can be cut into 6 cuts. You have to write 6 as some number into some number into some number. The three numbers should be closest to each other. How can you write 6 as 1 into 2 into 3? Right? So the maximum number of pieces will be the numbers plus 1, the next number plus 1, the next number plus 1, which is 2 into 3 into 4, which will be 24 pieces. Got it? Had the question been minimum number of pieces, Ria, you will write 1 into prime number. Minimum number of pieces would have been straight away 6 plus 1, that is 7 pieces. Okay? Vice versa. If pieces are given, then what is the minimum and maximum number of cuts you can have? Suppose if I am given 12 pieces, then what is the maximum number of cuts that was made in order to get 12 pieces? It will become 12 minus 1, which will be 11 cuts. Just the opposite of previous one. Mean ka max, plus ka minus. Everything is opposite. If I ask you what is the minimum number of cuts, you will be doing the same calculation. 12 has to be written as product of three numbers that are closest to each other. Still closest. 2 into 2 into 3. So you will be doing 2 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 plus 3 minus 1, which will be 1 plus 1 plus 2, 4 cuts. Please look at these 4 examples. These are direct questions. I have given you a number so that you understand what is happening. If I use variable, it will be very difficult. So pay attention. Right, Yamya? Even max will become mean, mean will become max, multiplication becomes minus, sorry, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. Here, instead of multiplication, you will add. Yes, Shiv, every time three factors only, because we can cut a cube in three ways only, right? It's a three-dimensional figure. That's why always as product of three numbers, not two, not four, three. अरे कोई भी नंबर ले लो, सेम लॉजिक लगाना है. I don't care which number you have. Give me an example. What example would you guys like to give me? 23. 23 cuts or pieces, Roshan? 25 cuts or pieces, Gunjan? Roshan says pieces. ठीक है. Gunjan says cut. ठीक है. चलो. We have two examples odd का. One is prime. The next one is not prime. Doesn't matter. If I am going to have 23 pieces, then the maximum. Sorry. Let's start with min. Then the minimum number of cuts that we require is 23 minus 1, 22 cuts. The maximum number of cuts that we require is, you have to write 23 as product of three numbers. How to write that? One into 23. और कोई तरीका है ही नहीं भाई, यही बनेगा prime number. So maximum number of cuts is going to be 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 23 minus 1, which will be 22 cuts, which means from a cube, you will get identical pieces always with 22 cuts. If you want 23 identical pieces, it doesn't change. 25 cuts. Now we need pieces. So what would be the minimum number of pieces? सॉरी, मैंने यहाँ उल्टा लिख दिया ना, ये मैक्स कट होना चाहिए था और ये मिन होना चाहिए था. This should have been max and this should have been min. Minimum number of pieces, 25 plus 1, 26. Maximum number of pieces. So 25 has to be written down product of three numbers that are closest to each other. The closest I can get is 155. So maximum number of pieces will be 1 plus 1 into 5 plus 1 into 5 plus 1, which is going to give us 2 into 6 into 6, 72 pieces max. I hope now the doubt is clear. Odd, prime, kuch bhi ho. The rule doesn't change. The calculation doesn't change. It's only the values that will change. You will automatically get the desired answer. Right? Okay. Quick, answer this. Guys, today break will be a little late because I cannot give you homework, no? Why? We won't be meeting again. So who will check your homework? Who will verify it? So we will have to go through all the questions. So please be quick. What is the maximum number of identical pieces a cube can be cut into by 7 cuts? So cuts is given, you need to find maximum number of identical pieces. 7 cuts करने, 7 is an odd number as well as a prime number. दोनों ही हैं. Seven can be written as 1 into 1 into 7. So max number of pieces एक सेकेंड, hold on guys, hold on. Oh, sorry everyone. Sorry. Everything is supposed to be opposite, right? So here we will have to add. You have to write 12 as sum of three closest numbers. I'm sorry. 12 as sum of three closest numbers. What numbers can we write? Sum. If cuts are given. 4, 4 and 4. So you are supposed to write here 4, 4 and 4. Only this will change. Everything else is correct. Okay. So if you are looking at cuts, you will have to look at addition. If you are looking at pieces, looking at as in pieces are given, then you will have to look at multiplication product. ठीक है, ये एक mistake हो गया मुझसे. So if I look at this particular question, 25 cuts, I'll have to write this as sum of three closest numbers, right? What is the three closest numbers we can have such that their sum is 25? 8, 8 and 9. So this is 9, 9 and 10, which is, sorry, 8, 8 and 9, which is going to be 9, 9 and 10, which is going to be 810 pieces. Right? Okay. Here we had maximum number of identical pieces a cube can have, right? So here the mistake is we have to write this as sum of three closest numbers. 2, 2, 2. So it's 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1, which is 3 into 3 into 3, which is going to be 27 pieces. अंकुश, मैक्सिमम मिनिमम पे ध्यान दे रहे हो? सबसे ज्यादा कब आएगा? When they are closest. ठीक है? 7 cuts. 2 plus 2 plus 3. So maximum number of pieces will be 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 1, which is going to be 3 into 3 into 4, 36 pieces. Minimum number of pieces? 8. Got it? जल्दी से इसका आंसर. 15 cuts are made, minimum and maximum number of identical pieces. Minimum is this. Maximum 5 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 1, which is going to be 6 into 6 into 6. 216. Okay, what if instead of 2, 2, 3, we take 1, 3 and 3? 1 plus 3 plus 3. तब क्या होगा? So can I say the maximum number of pieces will be 1 plus 1 into 3 plus 1 into 3 plus 1, which is going to be 2 into 4 into 4, which is going to be 32 pieces, right? Srikala, Ankush, I don't remember everybody's name, but so few people are asking, which one is maximum? Which one is larger? 36 or 30? Maximum means large. Just. Which is more? 36. So don't take any random. 2 to 3 are closest. Right? They are closest, no? 2 to 3. What is the difference between the smallest and the largest number here? So there are three numbers, no? Out of these three numbers, what is the difference between the smallest and the largest? 1. In 113, what is the difference between the smallest and the largest? So they are not closest, no? There is more gap. I just told you, Sapna. If I have 11 and if I have to break this down into three closest numbers, so what you do is do 11 by 3. 11 by 3 कितना देगा? What is 11 divided by 3, everyone? 3 point something. Who is asking you the exact value? 3 point something. So these values are going to be closest to, each value should be closest to 3. So take 1 as 3. Then think 334 makes sense or 344 makes sense? Because 333 to nahi chalega. 334 is 10. Yesterday I had to take a painkiller. Headache ho gaya tha mera. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. Addition, आप देख रहे हो आप कहाँ हो? In the food chain of UPSC, where you guys are the grass. If you can't add 3, 3 and 4. So this is wrong. So obviously it has to be this. If you take any other combination, this will never give you 11 or will not give you the maximum. Shibam, it happens automatically. I don't know how. Vice versa. Pieces are given, least number of cuts required. Excuse me. Product of closest numbers 5, 5 and 5. So least number of cuts required will be 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 1. Guys, अभी थोड़े देर पहले, some time back, I just rectified this problem. 12 cuts gives you 125 pieces. 125 pieces will give you minimum 12. Solve कर चुके हैं. We have already solved it. People are saying 216 cuts are required to get 125 pieces. You are using a different formula. 12 cuts. And if the question had been maximum cuts, what is the maximum number of cuts required to get 125 identical pieces? 125 minus 1, 124. 124 cuts. Okay, so once you guys get the PDF after the class is over, please take a screenshot of this. Okay? Write it down in your notebook. Understand what is happening. Last question and then we will have a break. Quick. Last class, Roshan. Least number of cuts required for 80 identical pieces. Poll. Type in your answer in the poll. Put the value. What to write? Product of three closest numbers. Four, 4, and 5. So least number is going to be 4 minus 1 plus 4 minus 1 plus 5 minus 1. 10. With only 10 cuts, you can have 80 identical pieces from a cube. Okay, after this, after the break, we will start with coloring a cube. Okay, so this is right now 7:05. We'll meet at 7:20. Okay, fine. Welcome back. So we will be now looking at when we paint a cube from all these six sides, as in on all these six faces, and then if we cut them into smaller cubes of identical dimensions, then how many cubes will have, three faces painted, two faces, one face, zero faces painted? So let's take an example. It says a cube of age 4 units is printed with red color on all its faces. Then three cuts are made on each of the three planes, resulting into 64 identical smaller cubes of age 1 unit each. Okay. Ankush, the formula is applicable for all the months. The second formula that I wrote, it's only for leap year, Jan and Feb. Okay. So back to this. So when you have a cube of age 4 units, so there will be 4 into 4 into 4, right? That is going to be, 4 into 4 into 4 divided by the new cube has a dimension of 1. So write down 1 into 1 into 1. If you solve this, you will get 64 smaller cubes. Okay. So dimension of large cube divided by, let's not say dimension, let's use the word volume. I believe you guys will understand that better. So volume of large cube divided by volume of small cube will give you number of cubes. So this is the formula to calculate number of cubes, the one that I have written. I hope everybody knows that volume of a cube can be calculated as length into breadth into height. Actually, it's whether cube or cuboid, right? Now we want to know that out of these 64 pieces, how many pieces have three faces painted, two faces, one face, and zero face painted? Please understand that more than four faces painted, it's more than three faces actually. So more than three faces painted, the answer is always zero. There will never be a cube which will have four faces painted, the small cubes. Three faces painted, two and one, they will have some answer. So these are the formulas. Directly remember it. Three faces painted is going to be 8. That's it. Corners. Okay, these are found at the corners. So at corners, you will find 8. Exactly two faces painted, you will find them along the edge. This is given as 12 times n minus 2 whole square. Sorry, 12 times n minus 2. One face painted will be on the faces. This is going to be 6 times n minus 2 whole square. And none of the faces painted will be at the core, which will be given as n minus 2 whole cube. Now, if you're thinking what is n, n is the dimension of large cube divided by dimension of small cube. Ketan, they have never asked, but they can trick you. I mean, if I'm going to be one who will be making the question paper, let's say, then obviously I'll give 3-4 questions which are going to be just tricky in nature. Very basic, but tricky. Because students, they generally learn three faces painted onwards, right? So this is the formula. Okay, this formula can be further classified as, can be further broken down when we are dealing with cuboids. So we will look into that formula also. Right now, if only three faces are painted, you will find them at the corners like we discussed, Abhi, last slide. There are 8 corners, if you remember, and one is hidden. So you'll find 8 of them. Okay. These are along the edges, if you remember. This is a 4 by 4 by 4 cube, right? That's why you will find more cubes along the edges. This is given as 12 times n minus 2. Only one face painted red. This one you will find along the face, right? There is one at the rear, there is one on the left hand side, there is one at the bottom. So three are visible, three more are there. So you will get a total of 6 times n minus 2 whole square, where n is dimension of the large cube divided by dimension of the small cube. For example, in this one, you have got n is equal to 4 by 1, which is 4. So the answer is going to be 6 times 4 minus 2 whole square, which is 6 times 2 square, which is 6 times 4, which is going to be 24. If I look at the previous one, this is going to be 12 times 4 minus 2, which is 12 times 2, which is also going to be 24. Pure coincidence. And in the previous one, the answer is straightforward 8. Okay. None of the faces painted red. The formula is given as n minus 2 whole cube, which is 4 minus 2 whole cube, which is going to be 2 cube, which is going to be 8. So there are 8 cubes which will have no face painted. The small cubes, of course. Ramya, how many cubes do you see here? How many cubes do you see here? Four, no? So that's what n is. Okay. So this is the formula that I just wrote. 0 side painted, 0 face painted, 1 face painted, 2 faces painted, and 3 faces painted. What if we have a cuboid? If a cuboid has a dimension of a, b, c centimeter, and that has to be broken down into 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter smaller cubes, then the formula for 0 face painted is going to be a minus 2 into b minus 2 into c minus 2. 1 face painted is going to be 2 times a minus 2 into b minus 2 plus a minus 2 into c minus 2 plus b minus 2 into c minus 2. 2 faces painted is going to be 4 times a plus b plus c minus 6. Or you can also treat this as 4 times a minus 2 plus b minus 2 plus c minus 2. It's the same thing written differently. And 3 faces painted, it's always going to be 8. So for cuboid, I will give an example. Tell me what would be the answer for each. In this one, suppose the dimension is 6 into 5 into 4. So how many cubes will have 0 face painted? "24. How many cubes will have 1 face painted? 52. How many cubes will have two faces painted? 36. And this is 8. 6 into 5 into 4 is equal to 24 plus 52 plus 36 plus 8. Sum of all the cubes with 0, 1, 2, 3 faces painted should be equal to total number of cubes. This should always work out. In case you are in a dilemma, you are not sure about the value, put it there. If one of the values is missing, you will be able to figure it out. Okay? So, answer for this, 27 small identical cubes. So, if I have 27 small identical cubes, can you tell me what would be, this is n into n into n, right? Because the cubes are of, let's say, dimension 1, 1, 1. So, what will be the value of n? It's a 3-dimensional, it's a cube, n cubes, n cubes, and n cubes. So, n will be 3. Put in the formula. 3 faces colored. 3 faces colored. Fix corner pe 8. 2 faces colored. 12 times n minus 2, which is 12 times 1, 12. 1 face colored. 6 times n minus 2 whole square, which is 6 times 1 square, which is 6. 0 or no face colored, same thing, 0 face colored or that. 3 minus 2 whole cube, which is 1 cube, which is 1. What will be the total number of small cubes at the edges? Not a single person has answered it correctly so far. Good, Chetan. Good, Vasundhara. Good, Githion. Only 3 people have answered it correctly so far. चलो काउंट करते हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So people who are answering 12 or 15 or something like that, वो तो नहीं है. The answer is 20. You can see that the cubes that I have shaded, they are at the corners, right? and those cubes we have counted along the edges. So edge is this entire thing, no? Edge is from here to here. This, hold on. This entire thing is edge, nahin? So can I say these are the cubes which are counted in the first and second case? 8 plus 2, sorry, 8 plus 12, 20. Is it clear? Bimare, there is a direct formula, no? We are using formula. This was a question they have asked you specifically about the edges. So you will find a total of 20 cubes at the edges. Huh. That's why we are doing it for, we are solving it, taking so much time, isn't it? Same question. So I will simply write down the values. We have got 64. 64 is 4 cubes. So 3 faces painted is 8. 2 faces painted is going to be 24. 1 face painted is going to be 24. 0 or no face painted is going to be 8. At least 2 faces colored. At least 2 faces colored. What is the answer? At least 2 means 2 and more. So 24 plus 8, 32. Let's solve previous year. Chalo, CSAT 2023. 125 identical cubes are arranged in the form of a cubical block. How many cubes are surrounded by other cubes from each side? How many cubes are surrounded by other cubes from each side? What is another word for this? Zero face painted. So you have got n cube is equal to 125, or you will get n is equal to 5. If you get n is equal to 5, use n minus 2 whole cube, which is going to be 3 cube, which is going to be 27. The cubes at the core only will be surrounded from all the 6 sides, right? The corner one is not surrounded. The edge one is not surrounded. The face one is not surrounded. It's the core one. Right? So 27 will be untouched if we are going to paint it, or we can say that it will be surrounded by some cube or the other. Okay. So these are CSAT questions, so obviously you will get it. I'll give you the answers for these. But before, let's start with the next part, puzzles. So the only rule about puzzles is please read carefully. Hold on, guys. People who are facing difficulty, can you guys see this orange, white, and green color cube? Okay. What is called an edge? This thing is called an edge. कोई doubt है? This is called an edge. Everyone who are asking in the chat, type in the chat. Yes, no. अंकुश वही समझा रहा हूं, वहां पे फिगर नहीं है. if i if I tell you that this part is going to be inside, समझ आएगा आपको? You need a shape, no? You need a figure to understand. So I'm showing you. Okay. You guys did not pay attention when I wrote this. You guys were busy with something else. You guys did not pay attention. Where do we find three faces colored? Corners. Corners are also part of edges. Okay. Where will you find two faces colored? That also you will find on the edges. That's why I specifically said don't include corners. This is the entire edge. If this is a cube, this is the entire edge. Three faces colored smaller cubes will be found on the edges. Two faces colored cube will also be found on the edges, but not at the corners. Is it understood, everyone? Same thing. This entire thing is called a face. Can you see that face includes corners also? Corner वाला cube भी है इसमें. And we also have those cubes which fall along the edges. Corner or not corner doesn't matter. So when we have this particular question, sorry, this particular question asked was edges पे कितने मिलेंगे? How many will you find along the edges? I'm saying edges means corners and edges but not corners. So this is like saying C, this is like saying E minus C. If I add both of them, C plus E minus C, this will give me E. So I added both of them, I got 20. In this particular question, this is another way of saying that each cube is surrounded by all, how many cubes are surrounded by, surrounded on all sides by the cubes, is saying that only the core cubes are going to show that. So if I go back to this representation, you guys did not pay attention here also. Isn't this the cube which is surrounded on all sides by the cubes? Apart from this one, apart from this 14th one, can you guys show me any other cube which is surrounded on all sides? सब तरफ से. Not like a left right केवल है ऐसा surrounded तो है. नहीं, surrounded from all sides it says. No. So it's the core one or the cubes that are hidden inside that are not visible. How do we find out the ones that are at the corner, at the core? Those are the cubes with zero face painted. Hence the formula n-2 whole cube. तो आपने इस स्लाइड को ध्यान से सुना नहीं. और lightly ले लिया, हाँ लिख रहे ना कुछ, बाद में देखेंगे. That's why you are not able to solve it. Three phases, two phases already done. Two phase, at least two phase. At least means kam se kam. So two is there, three is there. You'll have to add this. This is Venn diagram logic. We have solved it. And we have solved like 5 questions of these types. Okay. Puzzles. So when it comes to puzzles, you guys have to only understand one thing, that you have to be, you need to read questions very carefully. And if there are going to be cases, make sure that you write down the cases. Normally, it should not have more than 4 cases or 4 possibility. Worst case, a very difficult set or a very difficult question will have 4 cases. Normally, it will have 1 or 2. So you'll have to write them down. सेंटर में क्यूब नहीं होता इन रियल क्यूब. सेंटर में क्यूब नहीं होता है. Buy a block of paneer and then cut it as a cube, then use the same knife and cut it into smaller pieces. Okay, see what is happening. Okay, and then eat it. So if pen is less than pencil, pencil is less than book, and book is greater than cap, then which of the following is always true? This is very similar to ranking, where the rank of pen is less than pencil and pencil is less than book, right? So मैं दे देता हूँ poll. It's an easy one. Okay, good. So we have got pen is less than pencil and pencil is less than book, and then book is greater than cap. So this is what we have. Two possibilities, or sorry, not two possibilities, two situations. They can be clubbed in a lot of different ways. Don't write all the cases. Look at the options first. Pen is greater than cap. Maybe, may not be. Pencil is equal to cap. Maybe, may not be. It says always no. Pencil is greater than cap. Don't know where cap is, no? Is it before pen? Is it between pen and pencil? Is it between pencil and book? We don't know that. So none of this will make sense, only B will make sense. Sharmila did not understand what you're asking. Next. Okay. Okay, we are asked old books. S and U are new books, but we are asked old books. Because U is here, B cannot be your answer. Because U is here, D cannot be your answer. Then you are asked blue covered. Blue covered are RQ and T. RQ and T, right? So we have got RQ and T. Both option A and C make sense. Then you are asked about gazetteers, as in these books. PRS are law reports. These are not gazetteers. So because we have an R, this will not be the answer. You are left with only one option, which is C. Right? Straightforward. Next. Shalja, practice. Okay. Yesterday at the end of the class, I told you how to have a good command over topics. Give 3 days continuous and solve 100 questions around. Okay, I will have to solve. It will be little time consuming. हाँ अंकुश. Okay, we have got 6 boys, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Each one has 10 cards. F borrows 2 cards from A. How much will A have? 8. How much will F have? 12. And gives away 5 to C. If F will give 5 to C, how much will F have now? And how much will C have now? Who in turn gives 3 to B. Now C gives it. Who means C, right? Comma and who. So C gives 3 to B. So how much will C have? 12. How much will B have? 13. While B gives 6 to D, how much will B have? How much will D have? Who passes on 1 to E? So how much will D have now? Who means D? E will have. क्या दिक्कत है इसमें? What is such a difficult thing? Whatever is written, why can't we write it? Why do you want to solve in one line? Now, as per the question, the number of cards possessed by D and E, which is 26, is same as 8. नहीं. B, C, F. 7, 7, and 12. B is the answer and not D. So I made a mistake. I chose option D. The answer is option B, B, C, and F. Was it difficult? Next. Hold on. Let me solve. ध्रुव कहाँ हो आप? बी ऑप्शन चूज किया ना. Shiv, in the previous question, it was asked the number of cards with D and E is equal to number of cards of which other three people. 7 plus 12 plus 7 is same as 15 plus 11. So option B becomes your answer. So I'll give you a poll. No, Ankush, there is no calculation problem. आपके उधर कैलकुलेशन गड़बड़ हो गया. प्रीवियस में गड़बड़ नहीं है कोई. नो मिस्टेक. Okay. It is given that we have 8 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to H. They are sitting around a circular table equidistant from each other, facing the center of the table, not necessarily in the same order. B and D sit neither adjacent to C nor opposite to C. This is our first condition. Second condition is A sits in between E and D. And third condition is F sits in between B and H. Which of the following is definitely correct? Let's look at statement A, option A. Since we have to look into B, it says F sits. कहीं भी बैठा लो. F sits between B and H. Right? Is it a possibility that B will sit between A and G? It can't happen, no? So this is wrong. Question asked is definitely correct. I'm saying this is false. हो ही नहीं सकता. Okay, next. C sits opposite to G. So we have got G. Where is G? Do we have a G here? No. Okay, so let's start. Same thing. We have got B, F, and H. Now C cannot come here. C cannot come here. Right? Now, if I make A sit between E and D, A sits between, sorry, A sits between E and D. ये बना लिया. Then we are left with C and G. Suppose C is here, C can't be here, no? C has to be here. C is here, then G is here. C cannot be adjacent to B. It cannot be opposite to D. Does C sit opposite to G? This is also false. Or maybe true. I've just made one scenario where they don't sit opposite to each other. Next, E sits opposite to F. Right now, they are sitting opposite to each other. So let's try to see this if it's a possibility. If I take a D, sorry, if I take a D here, then A sits between E and D. And we can have C here, we can have G here. C is not sitting opposite to B or D, and it's not adjacent to B or D. Also, E sits opposite to F. No. So option A, B, C, they're either false or they may be true. Definite, not necessary. Naina, this is a question where you have got options as definite ones. It doesn't say no if either A or C is true, either B or C is. ऐसा तो कोई option नहीं है ना. So we can't do anything. Ramya, you are saying may be right. Question is saying definitely right. What shall I understand and whom should I follow? Question or you? Definite and may, they are opposite words. Do you guys take in normal communication, people they choose not to pay attention to everything. For example, your mom is like saying pad le, exam is coming near, you have to study so much, you have lost 2 years, or you have got only 1 month or 6 months, so you ignore it, right? You shut down your ear. That's different. You can do that. While reading, do you choose to ignore words? You only read those words that you feel nice to look at or read? Why are you guys not looking at the word definite? It says definite, no? Can you guarantee that E sits to opposite to F? नहीं नहीं बैठा इधर. In the previous example, can you guarantee that C sits opposite to G? Can you guarantee? It may happen. Previous example, it may not happen. किसको पता भाई? There are going to be, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 cases. Maybe 5 cases. I don't know. Right? So question asked is, which of the 4 options होएगा ही होएगा? It has to happen. It should happen. It must happen. It is definitely true. My English will get better. Synonyms. I'm saying that A, B, C may, some statements or some option may happen, may not happen. It's not definite that it will always happen. If you had an option that either B is true or C is true, या तो ये होएगा या ये होएगा, either B will happen then C will not happen or C will happen then B will not happen, then it makes sense कि हाँ चलो ऐसा कुछ कर लेंगे. But where did you guys see this option? किधर लिखा हुआ है अपने मन से? Same thing that I have been saying for the past 4 days now. You'll make your own fifth option and be like यही टिक करेंगे because that's all I understand. क्या बात करते हो आप लोग? Definite word I have been saying again and again. Why do you guys skip definite? Definite means it has to. गारंटी नहीं है. Next. Prerna random. Whatever option was saying, I was trying to make the opposite of it. If it said C and G are opposite, I was thinking of a scenario when C and G are not opposite. Random कर रहा था मैं. Very easy. Nope. Six people are seated around a circular table. So this is statement 1. B is sitting opposite to C and D is sitting opposite to E. Maybe D is seated here, E is seated here. बहुत cases होंगे. I just made one case जो मन किया. Now question is, who is to the immediate left of A? So I don't know where A is. If A is here, his immediate left is E. If A is here, his immediate left is D. So who is immediate left of A? Don't know. Do you guys agree? From first statement, we have no idea who is to the left of A. Okay. Let's look at second statement. F is sitting on the immediate left of B. Suppose this is B and F is here, immediate left. Where is A? कहीं भी होगा. Who's to the left of A? कहीं भी होगा. Don't know. A can be anywhere. So from second also, we will not get the answer. Now let's club them. If I club them and if I say this is where B is, this is where F will be. So what I will have is opposite to B, we will have C. And we have got E and D opposite to each other. So if this is E, this is going to be D. Or if this is E, this is going to be D. And this is where A will be. Who is to the left of F? Left of A? If I club them, D or E? नहीं पता ना. Even after clubbing, we don't know. Next. Again, very easy. So there is one topic which I will ask Gaurav sir to take, logical connectives. In case he's not able to take, then I will take that class. Okay. Very good. So we have got 6 lectures. So let's call them lecture number 8 to 9 first lecture, 9 to 10 second lecture, 10 to 11 third lecture, 11 to 12 fourth lecture, 12 to 1 fifth lecture, and 1 to 2 sixth lecture. Okay, question asked is which lecture we have here. First statement. First statement says lecture F is preceded by A. What do you mean by preceded? Pre, post, pre, before. So A is before F and followed by. What do you mean by followed by? Or followed, follows, after. So we have got AFC. So we can have AFC, we can have AFC, we can have AFC, we can have AFC. Which is the third lecture? Don't know. Second statement. There is no lecture after lecture B. What does this tell us? Lecture B is at the end. So which one is the third lecture? Don't know. Now if we club them, if I club them, can I say that this scenario will not work? We can have these 3 cases that will still work just fine. Some lecture here, some lecture here, some lecture, some lecture, some lecture. Which is your third lecture? Don't know. D. सारे CSAT के हैं. So you guys will be able to solve them. कोई नहीं, we have 15 minutes. Next one. No, Yamya, quant also. Sure, Roshan. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 people are there, right? They're standing in a row facing north. B is not neighbor of G. Can't really do anything about the first one. Second one says F is to the immediate right of G and neighbor of E. This we got from the second statement. G is not at the extreme end. Can't do anything about third statement right now. Fourth says A is sixth to the left of E. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So we have got 4, 3, 7 people as of now. H is sixth to the right of C. So suppose C is here. Excuse me. Sixth to the right will be more than 8 people, right? So we can't have C here. If I take C here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this will be again more than 8 people. No, this will be exactly 8 people. And if I take C here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this will be, the previous one was more than 8 people. This will be exactly 8 people. So C and H, they have to go like this. So fifth one done. We know that B is not the neighbor of G, so this is where B will be. There is only one letter left, which is D. So this is the sequence. C is to the immediate left of A. No, C is to the immediate right of A. So this is false. Question asked is correct. D is between B and F. No. D's immediate neighbor is B, but it's not F. F is a little farther. G is to the immediate right of D. Yes. Okay. Next. Shubham, are you still there? Shubham, are you there in the class? Okay. You had some doubt in the beginning, no? In one question. So because then left and right will change, no? If somebody is facing north, their left is our left, their right is our right. But if somebody is facing south, then their left will become our right and vice versa. So if people are somebody is facing left, somebody is facing right, there will be a mismatch. There will be a lot of cases. That's why all are facing in the same direction. To make it easier, they have told you north. If they would have all been facing in the south direction, then the correct option would have been D is to the immediate left of G. That will become the correct answer because south male right becomes left, left becomes right. Right? Okay, so can you yeah, Shubham, so if you remember what question it was, if you can type in, I'll clear that doubt. I told you, no, I'll come back to that question later on. अगर याद है तो बता दो आप. Good. A lot of you have answered it correctly. A is older than B. So this is how I'm going to write. This is increasing age. So if I write like this, who is older? Ravi, Asham. The one that is higher has more age. The one that is lower, जो नीचे है उसका age भी नीचे कम है. ठीक है? So this is my own notation. This is how I will be writing it down. So first statement says A is older than B. Done with this. Now what I will do, I will not go to the next statement. I will see, is there any other statement that includes A or B? Which statement includes A या B? कहां पे लिखा हुआ है फिर से A, B? कोई एक? So I'll go to fifth. F is older than A. Now, do you see F, A, or B again anywhere? Fourth, F is younger than D. Do you see D, F, A, B again? Which statement? C and D, they are of the same age. And then it says E is the youngest. So E will go at the bottom. A, B, C, D, E, F. 5 people only mentioned here. How many statements given above are required to determine the oldest person or persons? All are required. Then only we got a definite one. No, if any one of them was not written, we will not get a definite one. So we would not know who is the oldest. Why we use C? Because they are both same. Because question is asking person or persons. If I ask you which are the two oldest people, if C and D are of same age is not. If you are not going to include second statement, will you get the answer? No. If I remove E is the youngest, how do you know that where E is? E अगर इधर आ गया तो तब क्या करोगे? If you do not know anything about E, if I remove the third statement, E can go anywhere. E can go there, E can go here, E can come along with C and D. Same age है तीनों का. Who knows? Because that information is missing, right? So obviously you need the third one also. Got it, Bimare? Bhima, sorry. Got it, Bhimare? Totals 6 members. F is also there. A to F is there. A to F means six letters. Got it, Nana? Nana. All 5 are required. If you will not have any of these, will we get the sequence? No, we will not get the sequence. And I hope you guys also saw how I solved it. I did not read all the statements. Itna smart to hu nahi. I'm not that intelligent that I will read all the 5 statements and I'll get the answer. So I'm looking at connectivity. If I pick a particular statement, then whatever letters or whatever names I have written down, it will be easier if I relate from there only. So I will search from the conditions, where does it exist? Usko padenge. Then we'll move to the next one. Then we'll move to the next one. So linking has to be there. Bimare, question is how many statements are required? Not how many people. Out of these 5 statements, how many statements are necessary to figure out who is the oldest person or persons? Got it? No, we will not get to know where is he. Where? Kidhar hai? See, frankly speaking, guys, okay, not trying to belittle anything or anyone. UPSC questions, sometimes they are based on fallacy. In simple words, they are wrong. For example, this question is wrong. Okay. Uh, This question was wrong. No, this question was correct. This question was wrong. There are certain assumptions that I made which are wrong assumptions. Assumption ही wrong होता है from the very first day, first hour. I've been telling you, don't assume assumptions are going to backfire. But in UPSC, some questions are there where you have to assume few things. Okay. What, Roshan? What? So two questions that we have done recently, they are wrong. You may not identify it, but logically they are wrong. The answer for both the questions is don't know, can't answer. Yeah. What is the suggestion? Any doubt, everyone? The questions that I haven't solved, those are CSAT questions, actual CSAT. So if you search it online, most probably you'll get the answer ki to ho gayi, and you will get solution as well, right? Non-CSAT questions, the practice questions, we have answered all. Sure, Ankush. Mega, you will not get to know, no? You will never know. People who make questions, they know what not to do. Take a Roshan, I'll answer that. CSAT 2017, yeah. Small cube. How, Kumari, you will have to remember the formula. You basically give two answers or not so. No, Ramya. They will assume few things. Ha, Pavitra. 100 questions from each subtopic, Madhuri. Sorry, Arumal. Sorry, Arumal. I saw that you have already asked this question 3-4 times, but I wasn't able to reply. The PPTs that you guys are supposed to have before the class starts, the non-annotated ones, those links are not available to faculties. Those are only available to students and the people, the tech team, as in the software, right? So the moment I upload a PPT or PDF, no, it gets there. And once I finish the class, one more PDF automatically gets generated. So you have one blank PDF and then you have got a written one, the things that I have written. So nobody interferes in that. It is automated. So I don't have that link. This is my email ID, navin.kumar8. I believe I'm the 8th guy with the same name in Byju's. Is class be sufficient? Vaibhav, if you are able to understand and solve 9 out of 10 questions, this is more than enough. You don't have to search for other books for concepts. But for practice, you will doing the same question again and again is not going to help, no, because you would already know the answer. So try new questions. So for exercises, pick up any book, any material that you have. Today is my last class. हाँ मेघा, I saw. Okay, Ankush, I will look into that. पहले generic questions के answers. Yes, Somo, of course you can. Yes, Javeria, you can. Gurucharan, I will not be taking quant. Gaurav sir will be taking. Any book, guys, any book. I told you already, no, 2 classes ago. I cannot suggest a book because legal issues. Yes, Somo, that will be more than enough. Roshan, solve more questions. I mean, we have covered a lot, but there can be always a new type of question. So, jitna kar sakte ho. There is no limit to the types of questions you can do. People who want to leave, you can leave. Prerna, that is good. Naina, I think that is good. Finish one book, then you can pick another book. वो online search कर लो. Whatever the toppers say. Gunjan, if they accept it, then they will give you. Yes, Pallavi. Puja, 5 or 6 more classes. Pavitra, you will receive. Ankush, I'll come to your. किधर गया? हाँ, tell me the timing. Quick, quick, quick. Sorry, the date, Ankush. No, no, Lakshya, I made a mistake there. मैंने बोला था. The answer is C. I mistakenly wrote D. See, guys, I solve when I'm looking at it. I don't even have a pen. I have got this pen. It doesn't write. So orally, I have to solve it. So it's difficult. 31st Jan 2024. ठीक है, 31st Jan 2024. And 5th February 2023. Chalo, I will solve both of these. So if we look at 31st Jan 2024, so it's going to be 31. January was, what was January? 11, no? 142, 28, 24, 6, 5, minus 42. So 52, 3, Wednesday आ रहा है. Right, Soma? Okay. 5th February, 5 plus 31, 23, 23 by 4 is 5, 20 by 4 is 5, and then minus 40. So this is 29, which is 1, which is giving me Monday. Sunday starts with 0, no? Basati, I don't know. If it will be allocated to me, I will be taking it. Okay, let me just check once more. 29, 1, 40. So we have got month as 12. 13 into 12 is 156. 156 minus 1, 155. 155 by 5 is 31. And that is 5th February. And then D is 23. 23 by 4 is 5. And then 20 by 4 is also 5. And minus 40 is what we are supposed to get. Answer is Sunday. I'm saying, where did I make a mistake? Because for leap year, it is working just fine. नहीं अंकुश, leap year वाला नहीं काम करेगा. It will give me Saturday. It will reduce by 2, no? फरवरी में क्या हो गया? We are not covering leap year, and leap year has not yet happened. '23. Yes, Gunjan. 23 by 5 is 4 only, no? Sorry, 23 by 4 is 5 only, no? 23 by 4 and 20 by 4, दोनों ही 5 है. Twelve into 13, 156. 55 by 5, 31. Yes, Golapalli, it is. We ignore all the values after decimal point. नहीं Mallikarjun, that is not the reason. For January, February, you have to use the second formula. First formula is applicable to all the other dates. Leap year, post February, and non-leap year, any date. '23 by 4 and 20 by 4, they both are equal to 5. This is weird. It shouldn't happen because this is a well documented. Okay, try this, everyone. Days is equal to k plus 13 times m plus 1 whole divided by 5 plus d by 4 plus c by 4 minus 2c, and 0 is Saturday, 1 is Sunday, 2 is Monday, and so 3 पूरा लिख देता हूँ मैं. 3 is Tuesday, 4 is Wednesday, 5 is Thursday, and 6 is going to be Friday. And month wise, March is going to be 3, April is going to be 4, May is going to be 5, June is 6, July is 7, August is 8, September is 9, October is 10, November is 11, December is 12, January को 13 and February is 14. 5th February 2023. अब check कर लेते हैं. I don't think you will have to remember two cases then. So this is 5 plus 13 times. February is 14, so this is 14 plus 1 whole divided by 5 plus D is 23 plus 23 divided by 4 plus 20 divided by 4 minus 2 times 20. So this is 5 plus 39 plus 23 plus 5 plus 5 minus 40. So 27, 37. And 37 would mean a remainder of 2. And remainder of 2 is going to give you Monday. ये भी Monday दे रहा. 5th February 2023. It was a Sunday. क्यों? Hold on. इसको क्लियर कर ही लेते हैं ना ये डाउट. If I change it to plus 5 minus C, twenty-three by 4 plus 5 minus C. Plus 5 minus 20. 5 plus 39 plus 23 plus 5 plus 5 minus 20. So this is 3, 42, 47, 57. 57 will give us one odd day, Sunday. Okay, let's check 31st Jan 2024. 31st Jan 2024. This is going to be 31 plus 13 into 14 by 5 plus 24 plus 24 by 4 plus 5 minus 20. 31 plus, so since we have to find out odd, no? So this is 3. 13 into 14 is going to be 182. 182 by 5 is going to be 36 plus this is 6, 30 plus 5 minus 20. 36 will give us 1, 30 will give you 2 minus 20 will give us minus 6. So this is going to be plus 1. 5, 6, 7. This results in 5 odd days. 5 odd days, as in it will result in Thursday. So how much chat GPT छोड़ो. In reality, it is Sunday, no? Check your calendar. 31 is 3. 13 into 14 is 169 plus 13, 182, which is 36. And then 30. And then 5, 7, 3, 4, 5 और 5 देना चाहिए Thursday. 7. Okay, I will ask Gaurav sir to share with you guys the actual formula. In this one, the leap year one is not working. Okay. No, in actual calendar, it shows February 2023. Sorry, not first. 5th February 2023 was a Sunday. Pavitra, I will ask Gaurav sir to share it with you guys. Okay. Chalo, thank you everyone. लक्ष्य अभी के लिए डोंट यूज दिस और डोंट यूज दिस. ठीक है, चलो, टेक केयर, बाय बाय, गुड लक, बाय. चलो, लीडर बोर्ड, लीडर बोर्ड, लीडर बोर्ड. So Sanjana got the highest, then Lakshay, then Anita, Ayush, Basanti. Basanti कम होते जा रहा है डे पर डे. संतोष, अंकुश, मेघा, वैष्णवी, तुलसी, प्रचुर्य, चेतन, मुस्कान, हर्ष, नैन्सी, मणिकंदन, रितु, शौविक, मेरी, श्रेयांक, मुस्कान. There were 230 participants. सबका नहीं है लिस्ट में ना. Okay, bye. Sure, Pavitra.